We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros, Blabs.
Yo, my N-words, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday to you. Back at it again here on this wonderful day before Friday. Glad you're with us. Big show today. Hello, good morning, Blabs.
Hi, it's actually been a good morning. I had coffee, I had an egg sandwich, and then I accidentally walked into the wall.
Can't be that good of a morning if you're walking in the wall.
I was really, listen, I like to be fast, right? So I took a turn too sharp, and I've been shot. So anyway, yeah. Yeah. Little bruise. It's fine.
Did you survive? Are you all right?
I did. I was like, I've been wounded in battle, but 'tis just a flesh wound, and I was fine.
You're like the wasted meme, right? On Grand Theft Auto. You got hit. Wasted.
Yeah, no.
So, how was your weekend?
Why do people keep asking me that? That's been happening for the last 2 weeks. I don't understand. It's Thursday. Did I miss something?
I love that you have no idea what's going on. I love it.
It's been happening for weeks. I'm like, is this some pop culture reference I'm missing out? How was your weekend? Like, it keeps happening. Like, people do that on my YouTube channel, too. And I'm like, I'm talking about Harry Potter news. What is up? What do you mean weekend? I don't know.
I legit love you have no idea. It's spectacular.
Did I miss something?
This has to do with the oranges in our chat.
I thought it was something else. So I was like, what?
No. The oranges, how was your weekend or whatever, like it's all the same thing.
Okay. I thought it was another reference. I was just like, this has been happening for like 2 weeks.
No.
Okay.
Well, it does kind of line up, doesn't it, Blabs?
It does. Yes.
Right.
Okay. It does make sense now. Huh?
Now it's making sense.
I like to not partake in these things, so I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna look over there. Look, don't make me come out of my Harry Potter hole, people. Don't make me do it.
You keep Blabs in her little hole. Yeah. All right. Well, look.
Ow! Did you hear that? Just cracked.
What? Did you just hurt yourself? Oh no! Blabs hurt herself during our intro.
Did you hear that? I went like this, and it was like, man, I'm decrepit. It's fine.
How you hurt yourself during the intro is spectacular.
Maybe I overstretched today. Who knows?
And I think you may be understretched, Blabs.
No.
Maybe you need an internet detox. Maybe that's what it is. Spend too much time at the computer. Maybe you just need to get outside, touch some grass as well.
I went for 2 walks yesterday.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I went and saw the horses and everything.
Oh, did you pet the horses too, Blabs?
I mean, I do pet them. They're my neighbor's horse.
Did you feed them apples?
No, I don't give other people's horses food. That's bad.
Oh.
They can have serious diets and stuff. You don't know what they're on, so I never feed them. But one of them does have a donkey. Her name's Daisy, and I heard her go,
Duke, what's going on? Good to see you.
Fine. How you guys doing?
Oh, just talking donkeys.
Her name's Daisy.
I'm so glad you brought me in. I love donkey talk. Donkey talk's my jam.
We need probably an intro. I'm sure that DB Wild can whip up some sort of donkey talk
Here's
intro.
the thing about donkeys, though, is you can't just go and give any old donkey food. They might have a serious diet that they have to stick to. Yeah, it's very important to stick to that with donkeys.
Yeah, that's right.
Lunduke, that's some great advice, and I appreciate you. That's really sage.
Do you have a nice the more you know thing?
Oh, sorry. Did you hear? I actually heard that, Blabs. Are you okay?
She's broken.
It was the other shoulder now.
The hell? Torgo's right. You need to add some calcium. Gotta add a little calcium to your diet, Blabs.
I do have calcium all the time. I take all my vitamins every day.
Get used to it, Blab. This is what happens when you turn 40. This is how it goes.
I'm not 40.
She's not 40 yet. She's
your shoulders legal. Say otherwise.
Yeah, barely legal. That's right. I'm not even 12.
I'm going to try to transition from that as best I possibly can to Phoenix coming in straight from the hood on his birthday. Hello, Phoenix.
How you doing?
Show them white. There you go.
Oh.
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 No, it's a true. It's a donkey show. The true. It's a the true
He's
donkey
moving
show.
his
For
mouse. Just think about that every time.
Why do I hang out with you people? You are inappropriate constantly.
Excuse
Ridiculous.
me. You came in. No. Context for the chat. He comes in today and he's all sultry. He's like, "Hello, how's it going?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Why are you being sultry?"
I was just talking using my traditional morning Barry White-ish voice, and you interpreted
Barry
it
White.
weird.
Also, Craig says he loves Lunduke today.
baby.
He said that before we went live.
Damn right
He's
I
very
do.
gay.
Love you
Yeah.
too, Craig.
Hey, I love you, Lunduke.
No, man. I love you.
Oh yeah.
What are we
Now we're
doing?
talking- Huh?
Does Phoenix not need to leave? and,
This
like,
show
leave
just
you two
got
alone?
real
I got this.
good.
I love you, Lunduke.
Oh, Craig, don't even talk. You, man. That's enough, by the way. We can stop right now.
Gross.
Now it got weird.
Yeah. Oh.
Labs made it weird.
That wasn't even me. I was typing a timestamp.
It's definitely not the donkey
That's
between
right.
Phoenix's legs. It's not that made it weird. It was definitely Blabs, 100%.
It
Yep.
was Bob's all along.
All right, so look, if you
Where's that
enjoyed,
donkey going, Phoenix? It just slightly went down a little bit.
we know where the donkey's going, right? If you love donkey penis related humor, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join the 143,000 just normal men over here on YouTube. The 44,000 normal men who have found us over on Rumble. It's great to see everybody. Lots to talk about today. We have a big show lined up. We're going to be getting into quite possibly one of the biggest frauds in American history today. Lunduke's stoked for this. We have an update on that Pokemon Go controversy from a couple weeks ago. They have actually, it took them. Oh, is the donkey okay, Phoenix?
Everything's fine.
Okay. It looks like he's moving away slowly, and it's like, what's he seeing on that? Anyways, we got
the
an
way
update
down.
on that.
Done now.
I have a really good example of high quality streaming today, which I would like to share with you guys a little bit later on. And Labs, I got a couple videos for you. And if we have time, by God, we're going to get to some Hasan Piker talk. I know everyone loves that, as he has come out with quite possibly the most insane statement that you can possibly say, which I love.
I'm intrigued.
I know. The Gamer also has one of the worst takes of all time by one of the worst journalists of all time. And we got Halo ditching what they do best for the next current thing, which, man, oh man, if you love Halo, can't wait for that. All right, so we always have, you guys know, during the show, we're in the middle of a giant tournament right now, the greatest video game franchise ever tournament. By the way, didn't get a chance to see who won yesterday in the battle.
Xenosaga.
Well, it's always Xenosaga, yes.
Yeah.
Between the battle of Zelda and Dark Souls.
Zelda won handedly.
Really?
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, and
How could Dark Souls possibly win that battle?
I
That's
played
ridiculous.
Dark Souls on a Switch.
all right,
Of
Lunduke,
course
you,
you
Blabs.
have your kid. What the
Xenosaga. Lunduke, Xenosaga or Dark Souls?
It doesn't matter. They're both going to lose to whatever comes next.
Well, I don't know, because Xenosaga also handedly
Xenosaga.
defeated Dark Souls.
Come on.
We'll see how this goes. As a quick reminder, during our giant tournament, if you vote with Rumble Wallet using the QR code down below, if you download the app, it is going to be worth a multiple. So your one could be worth, if it's 2x a multiple, 2. If it's a 5x multiple, it could be worth 5. We're going to find out. Oh, should we find out what that is first right now, Phoenix?
It's up to you. I'm just letting you know we got it.
Yeah.
Whenever
How about we do that real quick? Let's find out what the multiple is here. What does each one of those represent there, Phoenix? Oh, thank you. Nice.
2 through
That was
6.
smooth.
2 through 6. What do we land on, Phoenix?
Ooh.
5.
Oh, a 5x multiple today. This could be a game changer today. Thank you for that. All right. With that said, Phoenix, it's time to find out what today's side scroller showdown is.
Well, this is going to be an interesting one. Here we go.
Today's showdown, a battle of franchises, Assassin's Creed versus God of War. Lunduke, any thoughts on this battle today?
I'd go Assassin's Creed over God of War, but they're both not bad. Neither of them should be top dog, but okay, they can be in the running. But I'd go Assassin's Creed.
Well, this is the opening round of the tournament, and
so we're still at the JV league.
Yeah,
okay,
well,
got
this is like a freshman B team right now.
Assassin's Creed should move towards the playoffs, beating God of War, but eventually be beaten by someone else. That's what should happen if there is any justice in the world.
Well, let's take a look at our bracket here, Phoenix, if you wouldn't mind, so we can see exactly how the bracket's gone so far. You can see on the left side, Mario got taken out by Sonic in the first round. Zelda knocked off Dark Souls yesterday. On the other side of the bracket here, we have GTA versus Halo, with Halo winning over GTA. And today, Assassin's Creed versus God of War, with the winner taking on Halo. This should be an absolute slobber knocker today. We'll reveal the rest of the bracket as we go.
Well, that's my new favorite word, slobber knocker.
What the hell was even that?
You've never heard of a slobber knocker before?
I mean, not for a freaking showdown.
Thank you,
A
Phoenix.
slobber knocker. Yeah.
That's a classic phrase from
Yeah,
good
who
old
doesn't use that
JR.
phrase? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, if you really want if you want your money to go further, once again, use the QR code on your screen, download the Rumble Wallet app, and you get 5x your support. So your vote goes literally way further. So $1 is 5 is 25, 10 is 50, 50 is 250. So you can absolutely make this totally fair and logical by using the Rumble Wallet app, which we'll keep track of throughout the duration of the show. By the way,
I'm really blown away right now, Greg. You did a ton of math right there, live on stream. I mean, nice.
Lunduke, I would like to let you know that I am an expert at elementary math. I know my 1 through 12s.
No, I can tell, man. I got kids that I homeschool, and I'm just telling you right now, what you just pulled off, that's what I tell them. If they work hard, someday they can be on a live stream doing basic arithmetic. You can achieve greatness.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Lunduke. Blabs, 9 times 7, go.
9 times 7, 63.
Oh my God, you used the hands. Yeah. 8 times 6.
48.
You can literally see her freeze. The look on her, she broke for a second.
Yeah, I used to be really good at that because they used to make me do them all the time in like middle school and high school. And then once I hit college, I was like, I got other things I got to think about now.
Lunduke, I got one for you. Ready?
What do you got?
2 times 4, go.
4. This many.
Thank you. Perfect.
I'm
Excellent,
a journalist.
Lunduke.
I don't have to know how to do math and things. That's not my thing.
All right. So let's see how this goes today. Should be a real interesting matchup, to say the least. Very excited to see who uses and abuses the Rumble wallet to get there. I do have some support we need to get to yesterday. Rolingo yesterday came in with $50 yesterday. I didn't get a chance to say that was one of the. I'm sure you had the text to speech on.
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm. We did get the boobs for him yesterday.
Yes. So that was from Rolingo. Thank you very much for that. John also came in with $25, and then Tenarian came in with the Poppy. I'm sure you guys picked up on that.
Yeah, the TTS was working yesterday.
Okay, and I just want to point out that it was John, Tenarian, John, and Rolingo yesterday. So thank you guys very much. Those direct donations, $25 and above, are text to speech. We'll hear all those, which is great. Which is a great way to interrupt the entire show as we go.
Cause chaos.
Right off the bat, Kratos. This is interesting. Kratos Snapios came in with $20 and said, God of War, no questions needed. I would have guessed that.
That's the biggest waste of $20 I have ever seen in my life. God of War. Come on now. Come on.
Wow. Lunduke has strong opinions when it comes to Assassin's Creed versus God of War.
I'm trying to have strong opinions about it. The truth be told, whoever wins is going to lose to Halo. I mean, let's be honest right now. Can either of these dethrone Halo? Come on.
I guess we'll find out.
Lunduke, what would you say, Mario or Sonic?
Well, I go Sonic.
Okay, well, that's what happened. All right.
That's what happened. I would have gone Sonic. Mario is great, but I mean, come on, Sonic is Sonic.
All right. Was
Yeti
that
came
20 or
in.
25? I didn't
That
hear
was 20.
Thank you.
Yeti came in for 10 for Assassin's Creed. Jared came in with 1 for Assassin's Creed. B. Barrett came in with 5 for Assassin's Creed, saying that Blabs needs to play Assassin's Creed 2.
Telling you.
I need to play any Assassin's Creed. The only one I've ever played is the 2014, 2013 Black Flag. And all I would do, it was it was like in college, right? And my next door neighbor had the Xbox, so all I would do is go and play inside and jump off into wagon carts of leaves and piles
bales,
of leaves. Yes, that's all I would do was play and jump off into stuff.
Yeah.
That's all I did. I would explore and just jump.
I bet you'd really enjoy if you played the full game, specifically Black Flag.
I've been thinking about, because it's the remaster's coming out. I might actually try it. I've never played it.
Well, you should definitely give it a go. Lord of the Re came in with 5, says Assassin's Creed, God of War games are just interactive cutscenes with some gooner bait sprinkled in. Thank you, Lord of the Re.
Truth.
Nice. Commodore fan says, is Phoenix going to give us a good old-fashioned Mexican-style donkey show today?
That is correct. Absolutely. 100%. Yes.
Excellent.
That's after the show. 100%.
Anthony says, way to make it weird, Blabs. 10 for Xenosaga.
What did I do?
Tamamo came in, says, also need a higher res QR. I can't scan that either. What even is life anymore? Why are we here? Just to suffer? Both chats to Xenosaga. Tamamo came in with 10 for Xenosaga, and I think I have another one coming up here in a second from Tamamo as well. Marmalin says, Xenosaga, as per the normal. Happy birthday, Phoenix. And always a good time with Lunduke on and Terry Davis quotes. All right.
Do we get to quote Terry today?
No.
Oh,
How much was that for?
that was for 10.
10.
Long Live Liberty came in as a brand new member. Thank you very much. Long Live Liberty. I agree. The Critical Catastrophe came in with 20. Says, I saw a donkey show once. It was terrifying. I have no interest in seeing that ever.
Nope.
I
Rivian,
got kicked by a donkey once.
I have zero doubt. Had you just
I
given
actually
an
have
apple?
a story about this. I got my ass bit by a donkey once. So an ass bit my ass. The end.
Not bad. Yeah. That's a good.
I was like 16. Yep.
She's on fire today, isn't she?
I think it was the shovel. The donkey really hated shiny stuff, and I was cleaning up all the poop. And so it just came after me.
I like that Blab's like, you need more details to this story.
I know. Like sometimes you just gotta go. You just gotta let her go. You know, I really think the donkey was spooked by the sparkly shovel. You know, okay.
Oh, cool. I was gonna lose sleep tonight over that one.
Thank you, Blabs. Appreciate that.
Just
Rivian
help.
says, Craig and Lundu, get a room. Happy birthday, Phoenix. And Blabs, how was your weekend?
It's Thursday.
Shantae Boots says, congrats, Blabs. Aches and pains means you're getting old like the rest of us. It just gets worse from here.
Yeah, I've had aches and pains since I was like 12, but thank you.
Torgo says, old man Blabs needs calcium in her stories. And this also from Tamamo says, oh, no, don't do that. Craig, last night, as the audience proceeds to do the complete opposite like children, very supportive and disobedient children. Mahong all. Happy birthday, Phoenix. Also, I love to use Rumble Wallet, but the dumb UK wants me to give ID to purchase crypto. I even tried VPNs. Rest in rip my 6x $100 donation for Xenosaga. Stupid dumb UK.
Dums.
Thank you,
So
Tamamo.
is there a donation there for the,
That was 10 for Xenosaga, so 20 total from so. Commodore fan says, Mahong, y'all. Lunduke, please briefly update everyone on the OS age verification and attestation controversy.
Attestation.
Yeah, that too.
The best word ever. I don't think anyone has ever used the word attestation until these age verification laws came along, which is basically just a fancy way for saying, I swear to God, I'm a 40-year-old man. That's all the age attestation means.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got the federal law. The federal law is moving towards being assigned to committee. And they just added another co-sponsor to the federal operating system age verification law, Fitzpatrick. I think Republican Fitzpatrick is now as co-sponsor of that one. And the state laws are just utter chaos right now. Some of them are getting dropped. Other ones are getting picked up. They're all going in a bunch of different directions. It's just utter chaos. It's pandemonium at the moment. So that's where we're at right now. We're really waiting to see what happens with the federal law. That's going to be the big dog.
Not fun. Not fun to see that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's politicians. They're doing stupid stuff. What are you going to do?
It's a day that ends in Y, huh? Tell you
Bingo.
what. Yes. War Wizard came in and says, the oranges, Craig, what are they for? This is a question that I think we will all never know the answer to. The Quarter Pounder came in with 2, said, ha, I exposed you. I exposed absolutely nothing. Thank you for that, Quarter Pounder. Appreciate your support and exposing me viciously. Dr. T.S. King says, I vote for Xenosaga as both competitors should be vanquished horrifically. The PS2 God of War was decent, but Data War is what is bad with modern game design. And Assassin's Creed hasn't been worth it since Assassin's Creed 3. That's 20 for Xenosaga. Joey says, I got to go with God of War. God of War 1, 2, and 3 are absolute classics for the PlayStation 2 and 3. Assassin's Creed, but God of War is just way more fun. So that's 5 for God of War right there.
Did you say but God of War?
Yeah, he did.
But.
Yes.
He said but God of War.
Yeah, I know. Assassin's Creed, but God of War.
Like
right.
the
God of War.
laziest porno title ever.
But God of War. Let's go. Dan came in. Is this right? 20 Canadian monies? Says, I think the first 3 Assassin's Creed on Xbox 360. So yeah, I'm going to vote Assassin's Creed. That's 20 Canadian monies for Assassin's Creed. Probable Cause says, I'm with Lon Duke. Put this towards ass in Creed. That's $2 Canadian for Assassin's Creed. Dub Not says, put 10 downs for Slobberknocker. Also, what was everyone's AIM screen name back in the day? I feel like Lon Duke's was a menace. Age, sex, location. Ooh, do you remember your AIM screen name?
I do.
Shoot. What was yours?
I'm not gonna say mine in case you actually do.
You're not
find
going to
me
say yours.
somehow.
It's not a running service anymore. What am I going to do?
I
Message
don't know.
you?
You can find my real name or some shit. I'm not gonna do it, but
Oh, it had your real name in it. Fancy. See, I
it's
think
just with me and my friends, right?
I
So-
think
I had my real name in it too, but everyone knows my name anyway. So I don't
well,
remember. It was
mine
some variation on
my
Brian. and
username was a
Wonder.
Harry Potter reference. So
No. For reals?
Way.
You must have been nerdy as a kid.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
it caught me out. It kept me out of trouble.
Isn't that great? That's why I like having nerdy kids. All 3 of my kids are very nerdy, and I'm like, this is fantastic. I just hope this holds true all the way through high school for me.
You know what's
Yes.
interesting, Blabs, is I actually did a quick search for your AIM screen name, and I actually found it.
Is it like some muggle juggle, whatever the fuck you're gonna try again? It's like yesterday.
No. Upon my search here, and I can't believe I found this, Blabs. This is honestly shocking. It is. Let me just show it to you real quick. XX Sassy Kitten XX69.
Really, really close. Really close. No, that was actually my Foot Finder account name.
Oh, okay. Excellent. That's good to know. Good to know.
Dude's like, wait, really? No.
Equistum Wild came in with 10, says 1 if by land, 2 if by sea, 3 if EW's coming for thee. Hashtag no witnesses, Assassin's Creed all the way. P.S. I still think Desmond is overrated though. That's 10 for Assassin's Creed. Thank you for your support. ADDF Toxic says, why yes, System D. My birthday is January 1st, 1970. And that money goes to God of War. It's $5
As well
for
as
God
it
of War.
should be. That's right. That's right. Come this next January, there's going to be a lot of people born on that day.
All right, we'll get to the rest of your Super Chats, Director Nation's Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. We genuinely appreciate them. Phoenix, let's get a quick update on where we're at with this battle early on.
Per usual, here we go. $53 for Assassin's Creed and $30 for God of War. But wait for it. Hold on a second. But Xenoblade Chronicles at 60. It is the winner at the moment.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, I'd like to remind everybody that Xenoblade Chronicles cannot actually win this matchup. So that's actually not how this works, but feel free to vote with however you like. It's wonderful. Thank you very much, Phoenix. All right. We have a lot to get to, friends. Very excited for this. So let's get to the nitty gritty. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard Dudes. Hard dudes over here. All right. I would like to take you back just a couple weeks. Now, Lunduke, I know you're probably not huge into the Pokemon Go competitive scene.
No.
Or maybe you are.
I've done TV shows about Pokemon Go, but not about the actual game. So continue. I have no idea.
This was very interesting to see, as this took place at the Orlando Regional Pokemon Go event. And this is a quick refresher for everybody. This is what happened when Firestar73, he's the guy on the right side of your screen here. He is the guy who won in the Pokemon Go Championship Series here. Okay, so take a look at this craziness, right? Happening here. By the way, this is muted. He wins, takes his headset off, looks to the sky, looks to the crowd, pumps his fist, shakes his hand, and that was it. Lunduke, do you see anything wrong with this right here?
What? What the heck am I supposed to be looking for right now?
Well, that's a good question because
what's wrong with it?
Firestar 73 was disqualified for winning based off of his celebration there. And this was quite the bad look. That's what people had to overanalyze. Well, we finally have an answer as to what happened, an official statement regarding the Pokemon Go or Orlando Pokemon Regional Championships, right?
Okay.
And this is, I mean, it's a fairly long statement here. This is on the actual Pokemon Go website, or the Pokemon website. This is about as official as it gets. At the recent Pokemon Orlando Regionals, 2 instances of penalties being issued during stream matches have created questions within the community about celebrations. Play Pokemon has reviewed each instance, and we would like to provide more information. Okay. In the first instance, during the Pokemon Go the tournament headphones were removed and were thrown onto the table of cards and damage counters, putting the TCG game state in disarray before additional game actions could be taken to complete the game. A match loss was issued for the disruption to the game state and not playing out the final sequence to finish the game. Now, here's the second instance here. In the second instance, during the Pokemon Go Grand Finals, we would like to share some information which may not be known to the broader community. Prior to the final game incident, during game 1 of the bracket reset series, a player was issued a warning for the action of hitting and shaking the table during gameplay. These actions such as these can have a negative impact on the experience of participants and disturb the match in progress. Then, during Game 5, the same player's behavior continued to be disruptive, including shaking the table to the point that there was a disruption to the broadcast experience. These repeated infractions resulted in a penalty that was escalated to game loss. We will uphold the decisions made by these judges at the event. Pokemon judges are committed to bringing the whatever, blah, 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 blah. And
so in short, the guy was annoying the people that were running it, and he kept doing stuff that annoyed them. And eventually they're like, fine, you don't get to win anyway.
Right. I'm guessing. Well,
I would read that final paragraph, though.
Sure. This right here?
In the moment of a win. I'm sorry.
In the moment of a win, emotions are high. And we recognize that these emotions can lead to energetic reactions celebrating a win. We want to support this authentic, positive reaction and not discourage this excitement. Celebrations are not the issue, but actions that disrupt or can negatively impact competitive integrity are. I'm just going off this right here. This reaction here, the game is done. The game is over at this point. So what exactly is being disrupted? He literally already won at this point. There's nothing to disrupt. The game is over. I'm guessing, once again, the idea is that he took his headphones off. I'm trying to see. He doesn't even slam his hands on the table. All he did was he took the headphones off and put them on the table. I see nothing about this that could potentially lead to any sort of DQ.
Go back. let's looking at the people sitting there at the table doing the judging.
Oh boy, we've talked about
That
this.
tells
Yeah,
us
I was
exactly
about to say
what
that
this
again,
is.
saying I'm pretty sure that it was the judges who wanted somebody else to win. They had some betting going
Oh,
on.
I bet it's not even that. I bet it's simpler than that. I think if we scroll back a little bit so we can see can we get that judge on his side? Can we see that? I bet you it's someone who's a little bit of a Karen. And if you go forward a little bit, like I think it's like in the second two-thirds of the way through or so, it shows a little something.
We'll take a little glance.
Here we go.
Bump and
right there. I think that person that's sitting there and the glass is right next to him, I can't tell if it's a guy or a girl, but it looks like a friggin' Karen. And
they both kind of do look like Karen.
Mm-hmm. I bet you anything that guy has rubbed them wrong. He came across as a little too normal or something. He annoyed them and he kept, making noise on the desk or patting the desk or something. And it was frustrating them because people might have sensory conditions and you got to be appreciating people's sensory conditions and everyone's lived experiences. And he wasn't thoughtful enough. And so they gave him the boot at the very end because you can see the look on their face that they're pissed that he won. I'd be willing to put $20 even that's something to do with that. Karening judges. That's what it is.
Well, this came from, there's an official tweet about this. And for some reason, it's amazing because they've actually been community noted based off of their own rules here that it's pretty much all bullshit here that he's been called out on it. So pretty amazing stuff. Firestar will not win. He hasn't. Sucks. So there we are. We have an update on that. The rules will stand when it comes to this, which is just dumber than I don't even know.
I would like to see anyone that was at the event, their footage, and I'd like to see if the game was in fact disrupted. Because I'm sure they've got the big screen there. And I'd love to see if it went suddenly signal unavailable, which I doubt seriously.
I doubt it too.
Yeah, me too. Because at the end of the day, you see on the stream itself, everything continued. Even after he put the headphones down, it still continued.
It's a judge that was sitting right next to him. I would be willing to bet dollars to donuts the judge considers him or her or herself to be on the autistic spectrum and considers that making loud noises of that adversely affects her ability to judge and enjoy the match. I bet it's based on the wording that they put out there. It strikes me as the only people who could possibly be hurt by it was the judge sitting right there. Therefore, Zer self is probably the person that said that. I'm just guessing here, but that's how it reads to me.
I am going to be honest. I think that there's probably a lot of truth in that. Right? Once again, don't know, but
I don't know. This is the first time I'm seeing it. I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah. Just saying. Just saying. There's probably an ounce of truth in that. Anyways. So just a little update for everybody when it comes to that, because I know everyone woke up this morning was like, I really want an update on that Orlando Pokemon Go tournament. Well, we're here to deliver it for you guys. So thank you for that. All right, let's go and move on. But first we have a little bit of support from Tamamo. Says, you what, Craig? I'm going to curse you to beat your ass. How dare you? In the words of groundskeeper Willie from the Simpsons, you just made an enemy for life. Money for Xenosaga. Tamamo, that's $10 for Xenosaga. I didn't do anything. Last effect for five for Assassin's Creed. I love the first three. Quarter Pounder is the Hasan Piker of YouTube, or he thinks he is. Timu Movie Bob cosplaying as EVS. Low key soy energy. Thank you for that last effect. Jefferson says, thinking about Phoenix rant from yesterday. Would be awesome if you had a rant of the week so we can just upload on a dumb topic for the week. God of War. It's 5 for God of War right there. Did you have a nice little rant yesterday?
When aren't I ranting? I'm
I love it.
Much ranting about everything.
I love it. It's great. Potentially Criminal says coffee brand coffee versus Cask Brew coffee. Oh, a potential matchup in the future. We'll see how that goes. Alectron came in with 5. Says, Lunduke, you know which franchise Terry would say is best? Assassin's Creed.
I'm not sure why he would say that one is best, but I go with it. Yeah.
Ruby Hoove gifted a membership over on YouTube. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Master P came in with $4.99. Says Craig Phoenix, Long Duke, and Blabs, 3 men and a baby, $4.99 for Creed. Happy birthday, Phoenix.
Thank you so much.
The great Pepe came in with the $50. Look at Long Duke doing a little frolicking through their AI system, all the systems and stuff. That's great. Love that.
I totally have that shirt. That's awesome.
The great Pepe came in with $50. This says, first time watching, love what you guys do. Keep up the great work. Put this on Assassin's Creed. Let's stinking go. Thank you very much, great Pepe. You know what the wonderful thing about you tuning in and the wonderful support you just delivered is that you, great Pepe, with that wonderful support of $50, get to go on this wall that I have behind me.
And you beat Xenosaga. So thank you.
Fucked Xenosaga. Hey, look at that, great Pepe. Let's get you on the wall. Blaz, why don't you read that from the Rabble Wrangler?
All right, Eric's in the chat for $4.99. He says, I'm just glad Phoenix didn't disqualify me on Death Mageddon this past weekend for the Thief franchise. Way better than these two games. That is $4.99 for Assassin's Creed. Thank you
very
Eric.
much.
Thanks,
Appreciate you, Rabble Wrangler. What a stud. All right, let's go and move on to probably one of the biggest stories in a while, I would say. And that is what's going on with the SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center. Now, I was driving across the country yesterday. I didn't get the whole details in all this, but I do have an idea of exactly what's going on with all this. Now, Ludwig, you were like, I can't wait to talk about this shit.
It's so good.
This courtesy of FBI Director Kash Patel, talking about the Southern Poverty Law Center and exactly what was going on with this.
He doesn't lie. The charity that supposedly fought the Klan funded the Klan. The charity that supposedly fought neo-Nazis funded neo-Nazis. The Southern Poverty Law Center ran a methodical, calculated scheme to defraud their donor base of $3 million and lied to them and used an illicit banking structure system to create shell companies to hide their money and who it was being sent to, specifically for the reason to sow discord and hate into our society. This is the ultimate definition of hypocrisy. And if you look at the indictment produced by the Department of Justice and the FBI, you will see that these banking institutions tie directly the funding mechanisms in which the Southern Poverty Law Center used to fund at least 8 hate groups they supposedly wanted to take out, but they were paying the very villains of our society they supposedly wanted to protect us from. That's the ultimate hypocrisy.
All right. So we got this group. They are trying to remove all the bad things, the racism and all this stuff, right? That's their whole objective. But the best way to get rid of it is to provide some for everybody, right? So they are actually the way it's been explained to me and the way I've read online is that this organization was funneling money to these, the SPLC was funneling money to the KKK and like really bad organizations like this, right?
I don't think like Unite the Right and all that stuff. Yeah.
Right. With the intention of funding
over
them so
$3 million. Yeah.
Right. So they could eventually generate more funds for their business. Because at the end of the day, that's really what this is. It's an organization. It's a business, right? Let's say you want to sell hot dogs. Well, you got to get the hot dog. You got to go get some buns and some ketchup and mustard, right? And that's kind of what's going on here with the SPLC here.
And I'll add to that too. And I'm not sure if this is 100% confirmed yet, but from my understanding, it does look like they were also partially or entirely, I don't know, behind the North Carolina event when they had the
that's confirmed.
Oh, that is confirmed. Okay, so when you consider that hate event that happened that started this whole BS thing where everyone took Trump, the media did not properly quote Trump. What's really important to know about that event, though, is that is what that stupid lie, and now even further a lie, is what made Biden run for president with we've got this epidemic going on, and so I've decided to come out of retirement and become president. The whole thing's a bag of shit. Yes.
Yeah, it was a complete fraud from the beginning. So we need to back up for a second here because this is really big. So So the Southern Poverty Law Center was established in the 1970s, the very early 1970s. Now, if you go back in history, there were some significant KKK and otherwise activities happening in the early to mid 1970s and like the late 60s. That was a real thing that was going on. But what happened in the 80s and then in the 90s and in the early 2000s? All the crazy white nationalism started going away. Those groups started dying out. And so the Southern Poverty Law Center, in order to, just like Craig, you were saying, in order to keep the donations coming in, they had to invent hate crimes. They had to invent hate movements. They needed to make these groups, which were dwindling out to the point where it was just like 3 guys and an e-zine in their mama's Idaho basement. And they had to make those weird groups look like they were huge. So what do? They pay people to organize big events. They pay people to come in and put masks on so that they can't be seen and make it look like their numbers are bigger, and then turn around and use that as fundraising activities. It was a giant fraud scheme. And Phoenix, you are absolutely right. Biden, when he was running after the first Trump presidency, he specifically used the Charlottesville, North Carolina Unite the Right event as the very reason he was running. He wasn't gonna run. He didn't even want to run.
You guys want to hear him say it?
Yes, I do.
I spoke to the mom who lost her daughter. It's a consequence of those neo-Nazis and white supremacists come out of fields in America with torches, carrying Nazi banners, singing the same sick anti-Semitic bile that was sung in Germany in the 30s. And when her daughter was killed, the press went to the then President Trump and said, "What do you think?" He said, "They're very fine people on both sides."
Fake news.
I knew then. I knew I had to do something. And that's why I decided to run, because democracy was literally at stake. And, and then he evidenced everything that we thought.
Like, this was, what year was this? When he said this is like, he sounds like he's going to die here.
Yeah, that's like around 2016-ish, correct, Lon?
Well,
Yep. Well, that was the last year of right before he announced his candidacy, leading up to the end of Trump's first term.
Yeah. So okay. So
yeah, I'm sorry. Of course, I'm thinking of the event itself. But
Okay.
That's
so
when. Yeah, that's when that was.
We get the idea here. And he, by the way, he brings this up here.
January 6th, when attack on the Capitol, talked about now.
Doesn't this like legitimately call into question every single event that's ever happened in the last little, because people talk about this idea of like this this has been an ongoing thing that I've heard consistently, is like the biggest threat to our country is white supremacy, right? And I don't know a single white supremacist, like a single person. I'm just like,
Now, Craig, I've had my DNA checked. It says that I'm 100% white, and my parents told me that I was pretty great. So I'm just saying, as far as white, supreme and pretty white.
It's great news. I guess I know one, Lundu. Thank you for that.
And I just also want to add just how horribly evil all these people are. You take away this new thing that we're finding out about the SPLC, like you take that away, is that Trump they didn't finish the quote. Every media outlet never
very
finished
fine
the quote.
people. Yeah.
Right. The very fine people hoax. So from top to bottom, this is a shit show. And just a reminder that the people on that side are actually potentially debatably actually retarded, because if you just watch the clip, you find out very quickly, oh, everyone's just lying to me. They're all just blatantly lying. It's right there in living color. You can just watch it.
And you can see the actual results of doing this. So, for example, the Southern Poverty Law Center in 2016, before the Charlottesville rally, took in $51 million. In the same year, at 2017, after the Charlottesville rally that they funded, they brought in $133 million.
Wow.
So they brought in an extra $81 million. They significantly more than doubled, almost tripled their revenue by funding this with the work of the KKK and the Unite the Right organization. Now, who is the KKK? They're talking about David Dukes and Nick Fuentes as potentially being directly funded or roundabout funded leading up to the Unite the Right thing. And it's really interesting because as you follow the money all the way through, that Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, North Carolina is the first time that Nick Fuentes ever got any significant mainstream press. That was the first time when he started to kind of blow up. And since then, he's moved extremely to the side to the point where he's adamantly opposed to the Trump administration, adamantly opposed to the Republican Party, and it's looking increasingly like he is a planted op in order to harm Republicans in the United States. And it looks like potentially funded by the Southern Poverty Law Center. This story is massive. The amount of journalists that are out there right now digging and finding little nuggets of following the money and then giggling ridiculously because they're like, this is 5 different stories. I don't even have to work next week. I have too many stories at this point, is just off the charts. This has legs. It's going to be absolutely massive. And the SPLC is not the only one doing this sort of thing, but the fact that we've got the FBI pushing it and digging it and everyone is pulling on every loose thread they can find means all of it's going to start to come unraveled. It is so terribly exciting. I love it. As the kids would say, I'm here for it.
Well, there's been the very interesting response. By the way, once again, this has been a narrative that we've heard consistently, really since it's funny to say like that 2017 Charlottesville, very fine people on both sides of whatever it is thing. That's been a constant narrative the entire time.
My best friend, he axed me because of that. Like of 20 years, he no longer friends because of that very event.
Crazy.
Do you think you're gonna get a email or a call from him saying, "Hey,
no,
man"?
I hope he's buried in semen and vomit at this point. I mean, I could give a shit about that guy. Okay. Hey, Darren, go fuck yourself.
Get fucked, Darren. Get fucked.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's more here. Sorry, Lunduke. You have a Darren you wanna talk to?
No. Oh, Darren, it's cool. We're good.
That
We're good,
was
Darren.
so high pitched. Wow.
Here we go. This is
You're like Consuelo from
That's the
Family
best
Guy.
I could do. I'm very amused right now.
So here we go. This is former presidential candidate Kamala Harris falsely accusing Trump of coddling the Charlottesville white supremacist rally exactly 1 month after she was endorsed by the SPLC, the group that planned, organized, and paid for Charlottesville. Wow.
Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
It's like this giant. If this is not like just the most insane red pill moment of just like, it's all orchestrated, it's all fucking fake, it's all a big show, and it's just puppet masters pulling. Like, for me, this is one of those moments where you go like, holy shit, everything is fucking fake. And this narrative has been driven for the better part of a decade in America. Think about how much division this has sowed. You know, this Charlottesville led to the Summer of Love, which led to which led to all the, just the domino effect of all this is honestly disheartening. And it's all stemmed from just the evilness of, well, we need to stay in business because the demand for racism isn't there, so we must generate the racism.
It's absolutely right. This SPLC, from what I can gather, and I wasn't with them when they founded in 1971 or whatever, but at the time, there were a couple of white supremacist hate groups. There was like a little tiny one in northern Idaho, and there's a couple other ones that were actually causing some ruckus. So, okay, fine, I can see that. But once all these things started going away, they had to manufacture the drama. They had to come up with a reason to continue to exist. The same sort of thing was happening with a lot of the gay and lesbians activism groups. There was I remember distinctly, I worked at Microsoft right around the end of the 1990s. And there was a gay and lesbian employees at Microsoft. It was called Gleam. And their whole thing was to try and convince lawmakers to approve same-sex marriage. That was their whole thing. And I remember I had a meeting with them once because they brought in one of our state senators and whatnot. I had a meeting with them once, and it was renowned because the state senator, who's a Republican, was concerned about trans and other related issues. And this was, long before it kind of exploded. And what really struck me was that gay and lesbian activism group was adamantly opposed to trans issues and things like that. They were all about nothing but gays and lesbians getting married. That was it. That was all. Well, then they can get married. Okay. Now what do we do? If we want to keep the money and donations coming in, we have to dogpile in and add brand new things to get upset about or manufacture things. And in comes the trans activism and the alphabet soup plus activism and whatnot in order to keep the funds coming in. And the Southern Poverty Law Center did the same thing and then went even further and started manufacturing the hate on top of all of that. It's absolutely preposterous. And we see tons of these organizations, these activist organizations that are running amok and just ruining everything, and it sucks.
Well, there's been talk about this is not the only organization like this, and I think that it'd be very ignorant to think that this is not the only. This is the only organization that's doing exactly this. There was some bad news, though. Unfortunately, this is courtesy of the Babylon Bee. Bad news for the KKK, as after they losing funding, they have to buy the robes off of Temu, which very, very small robes. Just so sad to see all the white.
I want to take a moment here because I love the fact that when we're imagining the KKK, we imagined a bunch of plaid shirt guys and camo hats and whatnot. But then when we look at the events that the Southern Poverty Law Center funded, it was all 18 to 23-year-old metrosexuals, clean shaven with shiny, like gray silver shirts and tightly cut haircuts with a neat little trim on the side and a little bit of an affectation, not a lot, just a little bit. Just the hand goes like this, just a little bit. And over again, those are the people that the Southern Poverty Law Center sent to pretend to be KKK members, the Nick Fuentes types where they're gay but not gay, etc. That's what they're doing. And yet when we all think about KKK members, we think of like old white guys with grizzly beards. But apparently that's not the case. Apparently it's leftists who are metrosexual. Who knew?
Shocking.
Yeah. It's the uprising. It's the new generation of young white men who just want to hate. Because that's what they've been bred. It's the white supremacy. This is kind of interesting here. Charlie Kirk tweeted, and it's real interesting to go back and look at Charlie Kirk's tweets. He tweeted in February 2023, the SPLC is a hate group, right here. This from Skeletor. Me logging to Blue Sky to tell the lefties they've been funding the KKK. Over here is running away, saying it, then just running away from the mob, which is outstanding. And then we have this amazing skit right here from this is Ryan. What's his name? Ryan what? What's his name? Ryan Long.
Ryan Long.
Yes,
Yep.
Ryan Long. This is just the SPLC business model. This is back with Antifa and the window repair.
Hi, I'm Don.
And I'm Ron, and we are members of Antifa. But what you don't know is that we're also the founders of
Not Antifa Window Repair.
If you ever need window repair, I got a bit of a suspicion you will. So we realized that by living this double life, we were able to create the demand for our own services.
We organize and cause riots, which then cause damage that creates customers.
Then we take our costumes off, Clark Kent style, and show up first on the scene to get the business. Some bad people out there, so.
Stuff happens, stuff's going to happen. Capitalism by day, communism by night.
Ooh, that's a nice. We saw the media and corporations all benefiting from the protests, and we thought, why not us?
Break us off some of those protest dollars. Put a rock through this window, put a rock on my wife's hand.
Put my kids through college. Some say Antifa's just an idea, but to me, it's $1 billion idea. I think that guy's gonna break that?
Nah, probably just a window shopper.
You want to put this on the Tuesday protest or the Thursday?
Tuesday protest. Single pane, too. See, they cheaped out.
Yeah, the window repair game's a little like the tow truck game. You know, you want to be first on the scene.
Yeah, and it helps to know where that scene's going to be, if you catch my drift.
We usually come a couple hours before the unrest and take these bad boys down.
Yeah.
Pretty genius. Absolutely genius right there. And that's exactly what it looks like in this situation. It comes down to supply and demand. And they were definitely creating their own supply in this situation. It's honest. It's like, it's so disheartening to see just how broken people are.
Totally broken.
I mean, I really don't know. I mean, Phoenix, you got anything on that? Anything just to close out that segment?
Well, I mean, for me, what I'm really interested in is, look, back then when we knew that the Very Fine People thing was a hoax, we knew that, but that we were able to usher in a president based off of that, and a whole party of people, or a good portion of them, that believed in that, contrary to evidence of just literally watched the clip for 4 seconds, didn't see it. To this day, they still quote it. And right now, you have this major news, and let's assume it's all true and accurate. How many of them will be aware of it? Probably none, because again, all of that media that they own will not tell them anything, or they'll rephrase it, or they'll word it in a way that makes it a little differently, and probably somehow makes it Trump's fault. Wouldn't be surprised by that. So that's what I'm really interested to see. We've always known this. To some degree, we may not have known the exact actual nuts and bolts of it, but we understood it.
We knew.
Now, yeah, I now want to see, how do they react to it? Or do they even react at all? Do they even know about it? That's what I want to find out.
Yeah, and this is one of those things that there's a guy named James Klug. I did an interview with him. I don't think it's actually ever been released, but great dude. He goes out and does man on the street interviews, and he does a lot of them in California. He's really calm, talks to people, and oftentimes they have no idea that this stuff is being talked about, that this stuff even happened.
Yeah.
Right. So what a crazy ass story, man. Chet came in with 10, says the thing was done during the Freedom Convoy in Ottawa. The Canadian anti-hate network made up nonsense about Nazi flags and fed that to the feds, who used that to enact martial law, crack skulls, and freeze bank accounts. Ask Viva about it. Yeah.
Yeah, the convoy stuff was crazy.
So, just want to vomit. Yeah. All right, you guys have a lot to say about this. So, yeah, it's okay. So hairballs happen. HP Lovecraft came in with 5 for Assassin's Creed. Actually, I'm sorry, 5 for Xenosaga. Thank you for that, HP Lovecraft. Marmalin says, by the way, her daughter was lost cause. She was like 400 pounds and wasn't healthy. She did not die for anything but a heart attack. All fake news BS. And they ruined a kid's life over it too. 10 for Xenosaga. Right there. Was this the person who died on that Charlottesville thing? Is that what Marmalin's talking about? I don't know. Straka for Hire came in with 5, says, are we the villains? Nah. 5 for Assassin's Creed. Thank you very much. Duty Stream says, I stand with Craig against the cuckering and his attacks on free speech. Thank you very much, Duty Streams. Great to see you. Hopefully all is well. Crumbs came in with $10, says the demands for racism outweighs the demand. Therefore, they must manufacture their own. Thank you, Crumbs. Lord of the Reese says Nick Fuentes is being paid by the SPLC. Nick Fuentes being paid by the SPLC is just silly. Everyone knows he's a catboy loving Civnat LARPer who got 13.5 Bitcoin from some French dude who died of ass cancer 1 month before January 6th. Oh, okay. Not everybody does
frame that and put that on my wall.
There's a lot there.
That's just a great message. I only understood about 60% of the words, but it was a great message.
I'm doing my best to transcribe it here for you. Alabama Man came in with $1.99, says, I don't know one clan member, #slumlord. And that's $2 for Assassin's Creed. Does anybody know any clan members or any members of these hate groups?
I do.
You do? Do you know clan members?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So I used to live in northern Idaho, and there was a town called Bonner's Ferry in northern Idaho that had a white supremacist compound. It was really just a couple of houses where they lived, but there was some white supremacists and one family there that were proud Klan members, and they were proud Klan member Democrats going all the way back to the beginning of the Klan and the Democrats, because it's the same thing, right? And so they were proud of that, and they were weird. They were weird, you know. I bumped into them a couple of times around town, and everyone knew who they were and what they looked like, because there had been stories about them, and we'd all seen their faces. And they weren't like mean to anybody; they kept to themselves mostly, but they were a little off.
I did see this video of he was a black content creator, and he went to go to the the house of the leader, or whatever, the grand wizard leader guy of the KKK, and he went up to the door. Yeah, he went up to the KKK Gandalf, right? Yeah, or whatever. And he went up and he just like had a conversation with the guy, and the guy was like actually really nice to him. He's like, no, I just really just kind of want to be left alone, and you know, and the guy was like, the content creator was like, oh, okay, like he was expecting to be, you know, whatever, put up in a noose or something, and it obviously didn't happen. The guy was actually really cordial and nice to him and stuff. It was kind of an interesting interaction, to say the least. Phil McCracken came in with $4.99. Says the organization had Charlie Kirk on a list, and look what happened. $4.99 goes to God of War. Sparky Redhead Supremacist, there's a supremacist for you, says with 61 cents, says, I'll try to tie this to video games. Isn't this one of the plots in Metal Gear? Kojima once said, once again is proven to be a visionary, the GOAT. Thank you for the 61 cents. McLeod says, the SPLC are the modern day Stasi. Who would have guessed? Oh, that's right. No one brought the OP, but bought the op dudes who looked fresh out of the boat, out of boot camp, smelled like a Fed all day. Thank you, McLeod, for that. I'm sorry I butchered that. Dr. T.S. King says the demand for white supremacy outstrips the supply. If the market is any goal to just go by, this makes sense from basic economics. Thomas Sowell would have told you what happens. More for Xenosaga, 10 for Xenosaga. Varying Red Beard says with 10 pounds for Assassin's Creed. Thank you for that. European money.
I'm really proud that you actually got British pounds correct.
I guessed. I honestly guessed. Yeah, I honestly guessed.
Dude, it's right there.
Sejong the Great came in with 10. Says when DJT said find people on both sides, he was talking about the SPLC. 10 for Assassin's Creed. Derek, thanks so much for the 50 kick bits or kicks. And Overmod came in with a nice little Rumble wallet tip for $19.98. No message though. Right there. And Stuart came in with the $5 with the Rumble wallet tip. Thank you very much. Says, off topic, Lunduke, what are your thoughts on using the Nostr for decentralized message transcriptions and resisting censorship? UK person look into BISC for KYC. I don't even know what's happening. Blabs, you can pick where the where the $25 goes from Stuart.
Yeah. As for Nostr, man, no one uses it. So it's like if you want to use it for like social media or sending a message or something, that's great, but no one else uses it. I've got mine set up. No one knows or uses it. So it's kind of a, you know what I mean? What are you going to do? I mean, you can hang out and use Nostr by yourself with like the 4 other people that use it. It's a kind of a good idea, but it's not going anywhere yet.
Well, I'll tell you this. You're saying a bunch of words that I don't even know what you're talking about, but I appreciate it. Thank you for that, Lunduke. Yes, Blabs.
The feeling's mutual half the time, buddy. I don't know what you guys ramble about, but it's adorable every single time.
Yes,
that Rumble wallet, Dono from Overmod, he left a message afterwards. I just seen it. It was $1998, but he wants it to go to Xenosaga.
Oh, so 100 for Xenosaga.
First off, where does the 25 go, Blab?
Holy moly.
Assassin's Creed, please.
Well, it's 100 because of the Rumble wallet.
That's
the
crazy.
multiplier. Yeah, it's going to play a big role here today. So
once again, you just whipped that math out. Like you guys just knew. It's amazing.
He actually has a calculator ready to go.
Don't
worry.
spoil the magic, Blabs.
No, I'm actually on fire with my elementary math today. Thank you for trying to break me down, Blabs. I'm really unfortunate that you had to be that way.
Where does that 100 go? Was that Assassins?
No, that's for
Xenosaga.
Xenosaga. Yeah. All right, I'll tell you what. We before we get to this next story about streaming, and I use that very loosely when it comes to this lady's giant boobs. First, I got to tell you about today's sponsor. Very excited to let you know that today's episode is once again brought to you by our friends over at Rumble Wallet. On your screen right now, there is a QR code. Not only do you get a multiple for supporting your favorite franchise, Assassin's Creed or God of War. By the way, you can pull that. There's actually a real QR code on screen for everybody, Blabs.
Yeah, but not on YouTube's end.
Oh, no, even on YouTube today.
Oh,
even on
wow.
YouTube. Yes,
Alright,
yes,
sorry.
because we're live there everywhere. So there's a QR code on your screen. I encourage you, give it a try. It may not. This may not be for everybody, but the idea is very simple, right? Did you know that when you super chat over on YouTube, YouTube takes 30% of that. Over on Twitch, half of your subscription goes to Twitch. That means 50%. Not with Rumble Wallet. 100% goes to the creator. Look, I've talked to Rumble. They have big plans with this Rumble Wallet. I encourage you guys to download it, check it out. Once again, it may not be for you, but you can use things like Bitcoin. You can use things like US Tether. You can use Tether and UST. A lot of people talk about the idea of using quote unquote real money like USD. Well, Tether is actually tied to the US dollar, so you can actually load up and put real money on it, and it's tied directly to there if you use the Tether dollar right there, which is pretty awesome. So, which I'll continue in just a second.
Crazy Ernie from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
Here's a few oranges for you. Hail the snake pit.
Willie Will, I'll get to that in just a second. I want to continue to let everybody know about Rumble Wallet here. So look, I encourage you to download the Rumble Wallet app. It's over here. The QR code's on your screen. Give it a go. It may not be for you, but it may be for you. And the idea here is that it's an alternative to what's going on, and there will be more uses for it down the line. From a creator standpoint, it's awesome. From a support standpoint, it's awesome, but there will be other things to use it for as it goes along. Be an early adopter. Get in early. Download it. When you download it, it directly supports side scrollers. We would love for you to do it because they support us, and hopefully you want to support them, which is great. Thanks to Rumble Wallet for supporting us. Appreciate you guys. All right. I did mention Willie Will coming in with the giant screaming Crazy Ernie with the $199 direct donation from Willie Will. Willie Will, you're going on the wall, my man. Said we love those oranges, my man. Willie Will, I'm going to get you on the wall with the $199. Hey, Willie Will, do me a favor.
I love watching me run. It's fantastic.
Look at
Do that all day.
Blast, will you get a couple of these other super chats while I get Willie Will on the wall, please?
Yep. So there was another African Rand donation that basically went out to 12 cents from Sparky Redhead Supremacist. He says, forgot to add, put my supers on Xenosaga. So in total, it's about $1, and I'm rounding up here. So it's $1 for Xenosaga. Thank you very much. Marmalin Pretend says, yes, the Charlottesville attack claimed the driver killed someone, but she died of a heart attack, not the car. So you mean the car didn't die of a heart attack? Anyway, they put him away for murder over it. Xenosaga. So it's 10 for Xenosaga. Thank you very much. Commodore Fan for 5 said, I had Fox News on this morning at work. They were talking about the SPLC stuff. One of my clients walks in who's a lifelong Deb. First thing out of his mouth was, fuck Trump. Why does he gotta do that? Yeah, it's so weird. They're just brainwashed. Brendan for 20 British pounds, Craig. Hey, Lunduke, HR 8250 sells itself as child safety, but mandates silicon to service attestation. Only Microsoft, Apple, and Google can provide. Lazy politicians hand the FTC a blank check. The FTC hands it to incumbents.
Yeah, that particular federal bill is nuts because the bill is like this long. It's like you know when you wake up in the morning and you realize that like an essay is due in first period in like an hour and you forgot to write anything, and so you load up your word processor, set it to double space so it looks longer, and then just stream of consciousness 2 paragraphs and hit print. That's what it looks like they did, because they're just like, operating systems need to have age verification, but the Federal Trade Commission will figure all that out after we vote on it. That's the bill. So yeah, the FTC has full ability, if that passes, to dictate whatever type, mechanism, and requirements for age verification on every operating system on planet Earth that currently is shipping. And the FTC will come up with it later, which is really crazy, because the FTC means that there's only 2 people in there on their committee, because that's the size of an FTC committee, that get to decide that. So it's just 2 people unelected who get to decide this for every American. It's nuts.
Sounds really logical and makes a lot of sense. That's great.
Nailed it.
Yeah. All right.
Jimmy Ray for 5 says, now's not a great time for the re-release of The Seventh. Thank you. And Sly Rye for 10 says, Craig, respect for getting ahead of the quarter pounder situation. Also, guys, I've enjoyed all the different guests you've been getting on the show. Appreciate you making it happen, Blubs. Oh, thank you.
Does a great job.
We're caught up.
All right. Excellent. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Once again, for those of you who we got canceled or exposed yesterday. I did a 45-minute live stream about all that stuff last night. You can find it on the channel. I encourage you to go watch it, talk through DMs and stuff. Is it the end of this? Probably not. Should it be? Yes. Should he just get off the internet and just come back in a month or 2? Probably. But until then, he's going to continue to dig his own grave. And it is what it is. So, all right. Lunduke, I know that you're a married man.
Seems like it.
Yeah. But I need you to cover your eyes for this next story. Okay? Because in the world of streaming, it's changed dramatically over the last several years. And we're now at a point to where this is allowed on stream. Now, there you go. Cover your eyes, Lunduke.
There you go.
This is a lady who is streaming, as you can see, literally has.
You weren't joking.
Can I just say that at first glance when I saw this the other day, I thought she was wearing some sort of weird ass sock thing that just slid up on her tits. No, that's painted. I
don't know what's going on with that.
Is this on like Twitch or YouTube, or is this like on one of those naughty neither internet bits?
This is on Kick. This was
What's
on Kick. Kick is a Twitch alternative. It's a streaming alternative. It's a streaming platform. It's essentially Twitch but green, right? That's pretty much what Kick is, right?
Oh, hi guys watching on Kick. Hello.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody watching over on Kick. It's great. Really good. Now, this brings up a lot of good questions, and I'm gonna zoom in so we can't expose you to the horrible atrocities I just showed you there, Lunduke. But this does bring up a really good question. This says, "Hey Twitch," and he was wrong. This was on Kick. Can I do the same but with my wiener? Like, what if I paint it an elephant or a rabbit? Please advise my first stream this day. This is a legit question that we need to know.
Could you go like full like Ace Ventura and like paint something on your butt and just have your butt talk into a microphone? Like, is that allowed?
Glass chair stream, let's go.
Well, apparently this person did try it, and he immediately got a temporary violation due to Twitch's community guidelines in terms of service.
He actually did that.
That's what it looks like.
Attaboy.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's... You got to go for it, right? If you're going to do it.
How's work been this week, son? Oh, pretty good, Mom. Here's what I did. Holy heavens.
But these are like good questions. But what's amazing about this is how people are trying to defend this, right? This idea of this lady showing up with her. She doesn't even have pasties on, by the way. She just straight up just covering her boobies in paint. But this person over here says, if she was flashing her vagina, sure. Not sure why y'all love comparing dick to boobs, right? And this guy said Twitch better be allowed, right? I think it's all, at a certain point. I don't know, Blabs, how do you feel about that? Should you be able
that person has a Palestinian flag in their bio?
With
Yeah,
an
that wouldn't go
American
very
bald
well.
eagle right by it, ironically.
Mhm.
I don't think they go hand in hand, but you do you, boo.
This person who is definitely AI says, "Could you be any more jealous? Acting moral or is transparent."
Yeah, I've always said that morals are just transparent, yo.
This
I don't know
person
what
says,
that means.
he responded, says, "Here's the engagement you wanted. Show Bob's now," right? And I think that's really what it comes down to. Blaz, what are your thoughts on this? When you see women doing this on their Twitch account, whether it's hot tub streaming and stuff, just the slut streams, as we like to call them. What are your thoughts when it comes to them? I'm surely you're not a huge fan of the whores.
No, in fact, if you guys remember, years and years ago, I used to do a kick stream called Thought Watch. And we would just go and watch all the dumbass bitches in their hot tubs and, shake it around. We would laugh at them. And then it would be Inception because they would find out that I was doing that and then come to my chat and I'd be like, hello, you whore. Anyway, I'm not really for it. I think it's pretty stupid and very degrading and they really do have daddy issues. And maybe seek therapy instead of showing your boobs on streams.
Isn't it amazing how much of society just comes down to a poor relationship with people's parents?
Yeah.
Or
whatever they have going on, broke up with a boyfriend, whatever the case is, they spiral, no thanks.
Which is just outstanding, which is going to tie in just wonderfully with this next story. I'm so excited to talk about this.
I have an important question before we move on.
Yes.
This is very important.
Mm-hmm.
So, do big tits count if your fat ratio is equal to the you see what I'm saying? She is clearly a rotund. Yeah, she is not a skinny broad. And so, do those count? First of all, those are miserable tits. Those are hideous to look at. But I don't know. I wouldn't be proud of that if your fat ratio is on par. You know what I mean? That's. Listen, I know granted that God hates you if you're fat and don't have tits. That I understand. God, that is clearly God hating you, right? It should be a cheat code where you get them. But I don't know if this one counts. Craig, where do you fall on that?
It's a really great question. I'm glad you asked, Phoenix. Really in depth when it comes to that. I think ultimately you could probably just, at the end of the day, what truly are breasts? Just giant bags of fat, right?
Or if you had boob surgery and whatnot, socks of silicone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but for for most of society, it's just giant bags of fat, right? So I think that this would actually be a really funny video where you get. I'm sorry, Lunduke. I apologize.
I'm ready for this debate.
Yes, I do think that if you were to blindfold a man and just present them with a bag of fat or a boobie, right? Most men wouldn't care if you were to blindfold them. They probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Most men, that's all. Good question, Phoenix. Thank you for that. That's good.
So good. Best question.
Thank you very much.
It's important that we
question there.
Look,
for sure.
We answer the important questions in society here,
You're right
Lundu.
there, Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right, let's go try to move on a little bit. Let's go and move on, right? Shall we?
Oh, man.
First, hold on, real quick. I'm sorry.
No. Don't let me stop you.
Kid, I can't wait to clip that out.
What do you think of that, by the way?
But what do you
think of that?
What do you think of that?
Sweet heavens.
Hey, give it up for Ken JMG with a little bit of Rumble Wallet support. It comes out to $50 a Bitcoin. Says, what's with Xenosaga hate, Craig? Blabs needs to learn to stretch before playing with donkeys. Happy birthday, Phoenix.
Thank you so much.
Before you play with donkey, that's good. Nice shirt, Lunduke. And for Xenosaga, an unofficial win. That is 250.
If you're just joining us, that 50 just turned into 250 because today, if you use Rumble Wallet, it is times 5. Whatever amount you put in, times 5. So that's 250 to Xenosaga. Kill me.
That's all very interesting, but I got a compliment about my shirt, so I'd like to focus on that for a moment. I got this shirt for $12 at Costco. because I am a real American man, and that's how a real American man shops. $12 at Costco. All cotton. That's how you dress, and that's how you know when there's a dad who's quality. I just wanted to make sure everyone understood that, because that seemed a lot more important in the previous segment we talked about. Thank you.
Love it. That's a great guy right there. And listen, Costco shirts, $12. Can't beat that.
$12, man. No, I bought 3 different shirts, all basically the same. $12 each. Oh,
let's go. Good for you.
I feel like I was
that.
making money that day.
Marmalin came in with $19. Well, we'll just round it up to 20. That is via Rumble Wallet. That is 100 for Xenosaga right there. Totally making this a fair game, which is great. The Landy Lounge says, I'd rather be on the side scroller. I'd rather be a side scroller slummer than a quarter pounder cancel pig. Yeah, well, we appreciate you guys slumming it with us today. Would you do us a favor and hit the thumbs up button while you guys are watching if you are enjoying the slum fest that is side scrollers today? And McLeod says, I thought Kick was streams of people getting into Rex. Also, here's $5 to get Craig hooked on phonics. Thanks. Appreciate that. Working on it. Ghastly Hal says, not sure if the drunk elephant was brought up, but as an OG Screw Attack / Death Battle fan, it angers me when Quarter Pounder pretends you're a nobody. Well, I got to be honest, Ghastly Hal, not really concerned about what he or really anybody thinks about me, if I'm being totally honest with you. I know what we've accomplished and what we're going to do, build and continue to build over here at Side Scrollers. So, hey, get on the track, baby. We're rolling right here, which is great.
Get on the track.
That's right.
Choo choo.
Choo choo.
That makes me think of a chew. Bless you.
Oh, it's adorable.
You know Robin Hood Men in Tights? Or you could be like a Jew here. You know Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Gonna keep going, folks.
Great movie. I'm offended, by the way, right now. Deeply.
Okay.
Well, so is the gamer when it comes to this next story. That's a transition, friends. Which will also tie in to this story in a weird way. All right. Do you know anything about the new Capcom game, Pragmata?
So good. Yeah.
Now,
is that the Robo Daughter one?
Mm-hmm. Correct. This is the Robo Daughter one. This is the wonderful little character Diana here. Phoenix, you've been playing this game. Just a little
yeah,
here.
It's really good. I'm actually surprised by how good it was. I didn't think it was going to be for me. Played it, loved it. Like really loved it.
Will you be pregnant in shortly, and will you be having a new child because of that?
I already am, Craig. I am expecting. So yes,
congratulations.
It works real quick.
Good to hear. That's what people are calling this, Lunduke. Dad simulator.
Capcom games are basically in vitro. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Yes, it's been really good. So people have grown attached to this little AI droid that looks like I'd say probably a 5 or 6 year old girl, right? And this is the first interaction that you have with Diana as you play as Hugh.
Hugh. Diana.
Yeah.
Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana.
Diana?
Diana.
Okay, so Diana does all sorts of cute things. She dances. She goes up and down slides. She's kind of like your little companion as you go through. You can see that she's become definitely the face of this game here. She gets squirt guns and they play together, and she acts just like a little kid, which is kind of one of the fun things about this. Nice. And as Darkside Phil brilliantly pointed out, it's almost like they want you to have an attachment to this character. There's some sort of emotional attachment, which a wonderful observation by Phil there. He nailed it. It's been interesting to see the response.
What's wrong with Phoenix?
I think
it's such a fucking stupid take. That's what it's just so stupid. They're trying to make a character lovable. It's just too good. It's just...
right. Now, I would like to point you to the bustling outlet of gamer news, The Gamer, for quite possibly the dumbest headline I've ever seen. Gaming cannot allow Pragmata's Diana fan club to flourish. Here.
What?
This here. I went through and I actually did read this article, and I think it's important. The author actually has not played the game, right? So that's very important that that's context here, as community noted. And the gamer is getting absolutely dragged for this. Now, this article more or less talks about how people are turning this into something that it's not, right? She talks about how in characters like in Stellar Blade, people look at it and they sexualize the characters in the adult characters. I have not seen a single person online sexualize Diana, the AI robot. But this is the premise of this headline, is we cannot allow Diana's fan club to flourish over here because maybe somebody on some weird corner of the internet may have daddy issues themselves. And when it comes to this stuff. Now, it is important. I always like to give you context. The writer of this article is the editor-in-chief of The Gamer, quote-unquote Stacy Henley, who really wants to let you know her.
Oh, my God.
And would not be surprised. I'm not saying it's true, but would not be surprised if they were in support of maps. Wouldn't shock me.
Do not use the phrase maps. Don't use the phrase maps. I can't stand when people use that phrase because that justifies.
I wasn't sure what the YouTube. I was just trying to be.
Don't. Oh, no.
If you're worried about it, just ask me to say it. I don't mind saying things that'll get you guys banned. But this is pretty ridiculous. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Why throw a fit about this? Is it just that this game is encouraging people to, I don't know, bring about their parental instincts and kind of feed on, our desire to protect children? Is that a bad thing? Like, is that what they're fighting against? Is that they don't like us protecting kids? Is that it?
No, they're a dying industry that need clicks, so they make rage bait bullshit, and then on top of that, they also want everyone miserable. Like commies are always they destroy everything. They don't create anything. They just fucking destroy. So like it's in there. It's like that's part of the MO. Like that's it.
Hey, we don't know that this dude dressed up as a lady with she, her pronouns is a left-leaning person. She might be he might be a Donald Trump supporter. We don't know. It didn't say it in the bio. That's shame on you for assuming.
Shame, Phoenix, shame.
Shame.
But this is actually, we do have footage of the writer in actually writing the article. Here's actually a picture of them. Which was great. There you go.
For a second, I was like my brain hadn't caught up with that. I'm like, really? You guys have footage of the person writing the article? I was ready to buy into that completely.
No. This is definitely a guy who has had some serious issues with his parents. I think that's the craziest thing about it. It's sad. I said this over on X. Like, dude, like we get it. You have daddy issues. And I always go back to this. That's where a lot of this in society is. It comes back to the relationship with their parents, relationship with their father. Clearly, there's something here that...
Well, there's no structure. Dad is structure. Woman is nurture. Dad is structure. And if there's no structure, you have no foundation.
Yeah. Just as pointed out in my response, it's just a nasty piece of propaganda that they're trying to point out here. I have not seen a single person sexualize Diana online. It's all been about taking care of Diana. What's that?
I haven't either. I've seen a bunch of kind of more right-leaning gamer folks, all who are just like, awesome. So a game that kind of glorifies the father-y instincts in us. That's great. That's a positive thing. I haven't seen anyone dog on that at all, or anyone think veer into anything weird. I haven't seen that. I haven't played the game, but seems like a good idea to me.
Phoenix, you are playing through the game right now. You said it's really, really good.
Yeah, I did not think I was going to like it. I was saying that I would like applauding Capcom for this kind of like unique kind of game mechanic, which is essentially it's a over-the-shoulder kind of third-person shooter, but there's like a puzzle aspect to every enemy that you take on. I didn't think that was going to be for me. Played it, loved it. It's visually beautiful to look at. It's very, very fun. The environments are gorgeous and a thrill to go through. The enemy design is great. Like it's a really, really good game. I would recommend it to almost anyone. If you saw some gameplay of the trailer or anyone playing it and it looked even a little appealing to you, I would buy it because it delivers on that. It's really strong.
Well, it's a big contender for Game of the Year, which, it's still early in the year, but big opportunities there, and we'll see what happens. So Pragmata delivering in all the best ways. It's a great game, new IP, and apparently a really great story here. So good stuff. John came in with $5, says, I'm disappointed in you, Craig. You said the fajita tacos at Buc-ee's were not good. It's literally one of the best things you can get. John, I think it's like 6 out of 10 tacos. They're okay. Mass produced. Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah. As far as what Buc-ee's has to offer, it's okay. I don't know, unless I frequent Buc-ee's 5 times a week, I don't know that I would ever get to the tacos. You know what I mean? They've got enough other stuff. I'm going to get the other stuff. Okay.
You see the new addition they have to the menu?
What's the new? Which one?
Cuban sandwich.
I haven't tried that. Is it good?
I don't know. I got the tacos instead. I'm kind of regretting it.
Yeah, no, the taco. I got the tacos one time too. It's not worth it.
They're fine. All right, Blaz, why don't you get a couple supers while I get Ken on the wall, and then we're going to move on to our next story about the most out of touch man in history.
Okie dokie, so hang on, insert as we go. Okay, Game Hunter for 10 says part 1 had a childhood friend from special ed class, age 6 to 9, who went to another school. When he graduated high school, he was tricked into joining the K. The reason he left the K was because he fell in love. Part 2 for 10, he married a black woman and they both had a baby. Well, I'd hope they both had a baby together. We haven't seen each other in a decade. His wife told me before they moved away. I was the best influence in his life. Love wins. Money for Xenosaga. So that's 20 for Xenosaga.
That was a lovely, wholesome story.
Yeah.
Nice. I love love.
Okay. Youngstone for 10 says very hard choice. Both franchises have their duds, but as a history buff, I adored the early Assassin's Creed games. Black Flag is greatest. Ezio is peak, but I'm Ezio? Italian and biased. I think he means, is it Enzo? Ezio? E-Z-I-O? That's a weird spelling. Enzo spelled with an N in it, though. Anyway, it's peak, but I'm Italian and biased.
Let's put an N in it.
Yeah, get it right. Ragazzi. All right, Ghastly for 5 says father-daughter games have been...
How much was that for?
That was for $10.
Oh, that was for 10 for Assassins. Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Ghastly for 5 says father-daughter games have been a soft spot for me since Evil Within 2 and Resident Evil Relations 2. Definitely need more of them in gaming. Thank you. Third is King, that's his name, nothing else. For 10 says, I can't believe Pragmata uses AI-generated art in the game. Diana is the AI and she generates the art. More for Xenosaga. That's 10 for Xenosaga. Peter Brady has been a member for 28 months on YouTube. Thank you very much. And then Nightcall for 5 says, seriously, Pragmata has the same themes of Death Stranding. These people who are attacking the game are psychos. And we are caught up for now.
All right. Phoenix, you look very, very upset.
Yeah, do you want to see this total? You ready?
I sure do.
All right, boy howdy. It's $184.98 for Assassin's Creed and $39.99 for God of War. I will remind you that you can't even buy God of War for that price. But here's the fucking thing. Xenosaga, $586.
Maybe we should stop using dollars because that's not really accurate, because that's seems whatever. But yes, I'd like to
586 points for
Xenosaga. Xenosaga can't actually win. I just want to point that out. Or maybe Xenosaga can win. I don't know. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Appreciate that. It looks like God of War is getting put in the corner.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the most out-of-touch man in history that some people apparently want to listen to. That's Hasan Piker. This courtesy of the New York Times as he's making media rounds. This is the headline. The rich don't play by the rules, so why should I? Why petty theft might be the new political protest right here. This comes from a sit-down interview here as New York Times platform Hasan Piker on their, quote, The Opinions podcast to promote theft as a form of protest. So let's just hear directly from them exactly how freaking insane this is.
Yeah, no, I'm pro piracy all the way, like across the board. Would you pirate a car? Yes. You know, if you could, if one could pirate
a car,
it was just a classic thing back in the day. The government funded anti-piracy initiatives would be like, dude, would you steal a car? I'm like, yeah.
Copy that.
Do you guys remember that? Remember that ad?
Yeah, it was from the Napster things. Yeah.
Right.
Sure. If I could get away with it, if it was as easy as pirating IP, I would do it.
Pirating off your
would
watchers.
You dine and
What's that, Phoenix?
I was just saying, pirating off your watchers. It's the same bullshit scam.
Yeah. I do think it is
opinion.
Actually really important as you're pointing out this. Hasan Piker is worth at least $8 million.
Who's now trying to be fucking Abby Hoffman. This is pathetic.
Yes.
I wonder what Hasan Piker would do is if you created a YouTube account that was nothing but exactly all of his shows posted without any editing and monetized.
That's a good question. I mean, it is
because he says he's cool with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's actually a really good question to see.
Someone try that and let me know how it goes.
Okay, hey, maybe there's some logic here, Lunduke. Maybe he has some profound statement here. All right, we'll see.
All right.
Would you dine and dash from your local diner?
Never. Tip 35%. Mike's, come on.
No, I wouldn't do that. And if I saw somebody doing that, I'd probably pay for their meal.
Yeah. Would you steal a book from the library?
Never.
No.
Would you?
It's almost like he's reading the chat, except listening to what she's going to say first before he formulates his next opinion.
Yeah.
What is she going to say? Yeah, I'm going to copy her here.
Steal from the Louvre.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I would not be logistically capable of executing such a fact, but would I cheer on every news story of people that I see doing it? Absolutely. Absolutely.
God. Yeah, I think it's cool. We gotta get back to cool crimes like that. Like, bank robberies, right? Stealing priceless artifacts, things of that nature. I feel like that's way cooler than the 7,000th new cryptocurrency scheme that people are engaging in.
Imagine how cool it would be to steal shit from Hasan's house. That'd be pretty cool, huh?
That'd be pretty cool.
That's pretty much all I heard there was him saying, come steal all the stuff from my house.
Oh,
That's literally all I heard was just, please, for the love of God.
That would be cool.
Come
do it in
steal
a cool
from me.
way. Do it in one of those ways where you're like in like the skin tight black outfit and you're sliding underneath lasers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way you got to steal stuff from Hasan Piker's house.
Or like Ocean's 10 suits and everything. That'd be kind of look nice.
You can't. Ooh, the nice. But with like the that thing that makes you invisible to heat sensors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that is all really cool. But here's what's not. Borders and locks, because if Hasan Piker does have a lock on his door, then he's racist, right?
What if he has walls?
Even better. Great question. And I hope there's no art hanging up on said walls, because if you are really cool and you do show up in his house in all black, and do some sort of like cool dance like the guy in Ocean's 12 or whatever it is, where he's like going through the Louvre and all that stuff, like that's cool and that's acceptable.
It'd be a real shame if somebody went into his house and took Kaya away.
They
broke in there and gave her a better home and stopped shocking her.
These are
that's the dog. Yeah.
But listen, Blabs, stealing animals is not cool, right?
I didn't say that. I said give it a better home.
Come on, Blabs.
Wildly inappropriate, Blabs.
But he's fine with it, though. He's fine with it.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything about stealing a dog.
I did.
Okay. Well, he Blabs, he is actually very pro stealing from big corporations.
Exactly.
Here.
I'm stealing from him. He's a big corporation. His net worth. We just talked about it. I'm stealing his dog and giving her a better home.
Yes. Let's see what he had to say.
Free Kyle.
Right, guys?
I'm pro stealing from big corporations because they steal quite a bit more from their own workers. However,
I hate that argument. The idea that these corporations that are literally helping people live are, quote, stealing from their workers. I cannot stand whenever somebody's talking about this nonsense. It is such a fucking joke. Oh my gosh.
However, one thing that might even help your ethical dilemma is the fact that the automated process that they design, these companies know will increase shrink, right? So it's actually factored in. The lemons that you stole are factored into the bottom line of these mega corporations regardless, and they still end up having increased profit margins because they no longer have to pay the cashiers that they used to hire, as opposed to this automated system, knowing full well that people are still going to be able to still steal a lot more efficiently, as a matter of fact, through the automated process.
Totally.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Totally,
Go ahead, Phoenix.
she says.
I know.
Totally.
I don't want to derail. This is a very sincere question. I really need to. Is every socialist and communist, and the left, seriously, please God, are they all retarded? Are they in fact complete waterheads that their little water sloshes around in that brain, or whatever is left of it? Because every single step, everything that they believe in is either fraud and bullshit, which we keep proving over and over and over again. They don't ever want to research anything. They don't want to look at anything. They just want to believe whatever is fed to them. The outside world doesn't exist. And then you have this avatar of what you apparently believe in, who is blatantly a hypocrite in everything that they're saying. And you're like, every single time. I need to know, are they in fact actually retarded? Serious question. Because this is mind-numbing to me.
Well, I think that the vast majority of his audience is legit mentally unwell, right? They are the people who identify as having mental issues. They say, I got some sort of mental issue. I'm on some sort of antidepressant, some sort of medication. So look, they're already the victims of society. So they're looking for a champion for them to tell them that it's okay to steal that TV. It's okay. The company's going to make that money back. All right. Hey, they've already built this in through loss prevention. That's what he's saying, right? They've already built in the cost. Well, can you imagine how much more affordable things would be if there weren't fuck faces out there just stealing things left and right? Like, the price would go down if you didn't have to account for loss prevention, you fucking idiot, right? It just seems like they don't think through everything. And it's all built around emotion. Everything is built around emotion. There's zero logic in anything that they say.
I'm with you. Like, that makes sense. But like right now, if I said people who wear black shirts and black hats are evil, right? And I just said that right now, I clearly wearing a black hat and black shirt, that they're not at the very least. Okay, so maybe he's the excuse to let them do whatever they need to do. Fine. But how do you not see that the person telling this to you is bullshitting you clearly, and that should be at least maybe a worst case scenario, find a new leader. How about that? Just find a new leader for your little commie biz. I don't know. That's what it throws my brain. I can't take it, Craig.
I think now is a fun time to remind everyone about the fact that the vast majority of Hasan Piker's audience is bots. If you guys remember, the thing came out a couple of weeks back where he posted the screenshot of his X account where it showed that he had 1.6 million followers on X, and out of 1.6 million, only 22,000 were verified followers, which anyone who's got any sizable X account knows that ratio is physically impossible unless like 80+% of your followers are paid followers, like you hired an Indian or Pakistani bot farm to bump your numbers up. It's just impossible. In fact, my X account is is only like half the size of Hasan Piker's after you adjust for bots. So he's created this false thing that he's some highly listened to people. And you know what, Phoenix, you're probably right. Most of the people who probably actually listen to him are functionally retarded. But the reality is, there's not that many people actually listening to him. He keeps booking all these shows under the auspices of, oh, his audience is huge, 1.6 million followers here, and look at the size of it. When you dive into the numbers, you realize, oh, he's a little bit larger than some of the small video game streamers. So yeah, it's all a house of cards. It's all fraud. It's like the Southern Poverty Law Center paying for fake events. Hasan Piker paying for fake bot farms. It's all the same type of person. It's all the same strategy. And they're just trying to make it seem like they're big and important and that their existence is somehow justified over and over and over again.
We've talked about the bots situation, and yeah, I'm sure that there are a lot of bots when it comes to watching Hasan, but it does give lend credence to him, at least from a public facing. Otherwise, the New York Times would not be interviewing him, right?
No, if he didn't have that 1.6 million number next to his name, he wouldn't get these interviews and these whatnots. No one would care. He would be significantly less interesting than any of us. Like, that's how interesting he would be if you took away the bots. We got to fix the bot problem, man. It is an issue. Anyway, I digress.
Here's XQC on this reaction here, and look, it's chat, but just roll with it here.
Wrote about the concept of social murder, and Brian Thompson, as the United Healthcare CEO, was engaging in a tremendous amount of social murder, the systematized
social murder. That's a thing now.
Did he say social murder?
Yes, we're making up phrases here. Social murder here. Okay, and he's going to go back to the healthcare CEO, right? And him getting shot.
The United Healthcare CEO was engaging in a tremendous amount of social murder, the systematized forms of violence, the structural violence of poverty, the for-profit paywalled system of healthcare in this country, and the consequences of that are tremendous amounts of pain.
Terrorism. Bang, I said it. I mean it. Chat. Guys, we're not going to do politics in the chat, but let me tell you something. This is a dialogue. This is literally terrorist 101 dialogue. I mean, sorry, I said it. I mean, you're dumbing down political violence. You're dumbing down actual murder with different wording that makes it digestible. That's terrorism. Homicide with political goals is terrorism.
I saw so many people immediately understand why this death had taken place.
See the wording he uses? He uses words like understand instead of sympathize, and uses death instead of murder. Like brother, it's not understand, it's sympathizing, and it's not death, it's murder. You use those words and it's a lot clearer. Stop, guys, when you sugarcoat this shit, yeah, this is fucking terrorist fucking dog whistle. Hello? Jesus.
So yeah, I there's a lot of truth. That's Phoenix, you shaking your head right there. It's the twisting of language, not using this word, but this word makes it sound softer, making sure that it's sympathetic. Hey, he died. He wasn't shot in the head. He died, right? Which is one of my biggest pet peeves is the idea that we've now stopped using the phrase commit suicide, right? Because you committed this. Now it's death by suicide, right? Or they passed away. That to me, it's this changing of language.
I liked the phrase killed himself. I like to just make it direct.
Yeah, right. Get right to the point.
Just say it.
Well, he's getting called out, but the question is he's getting propped up. And these ideas, man, I got to be honest.
Of course he's getting propped up. The Southern Poverty Law Center was propping people up. People are propping up. I mean, this is all the same group of people. The SPLC props up people like Hasan, Piker, like the Fuenteses of the world. And they appear to come from different political sides, but they all have the exact same political goals. Always the exact same political goals. There's one or two countries that they hate. America is one of them. There's one or two specific politicians that they hate. Trump is always one of them. And this group of people, they employ huge bot farms to make themselves look big. They fund events to make the events look big. They hire fake actors to go protest things to make the cause look important. And it's over and over again. They're not actually representative of the people. It's all just this propped, made up, not even Hollywood. It's like almost Bollywood quality, just garbage to make these things look big, like Hasan Piker. He doesn't have a big following. He pretends to have a big following, and then people talk about him a tremendous amount. So he gets talked about a ton because he's done a pretty good job of faking it. That's a lot of bots.
Yeah. Well, there's a larger conversation here associated with like the clipping of things, and we've talked briefly about the clipping on our channel and on our show. But yeah, it's a well orchestrated machine when it comes to that dude. It really is. There needs to be somebody who's guiding that ship and providing ideas. And man, oh man, he is paid handsomely to do so. Handsomely. All right, Blaz, I want to get a couple supers. We'll get an update from you, Phoenix, and then we will go to some serious hardcore gaming.
Okie dokies. I'm gonna go grab some Lunduke Frolicking right now because Gold Soul Ninja for $50 says, now God of War, I will have to stand by as well. Never played Assassin's Creed and have yet to play Black Flag. But no matter who loses, this Soul Stealer wins in the end. Also, Boruto is bad, and Team 4-Star agreed on that with an FMK. So it's $50 for God of War, please, and thank you. Ghastly for 5 says, Hasan has turned so many former leftists into the right. I feel we owe him some gratitude. Without him, we'd have so much less support than we do. Mac for 5 says, to go along with his logic, he is corporation, he steals from his workers, and his dog needs to be liberated. See what I'm saying? It's not theft, it's a rescue mission. Mac for 5 says, socialists are economic and social flat earthers. Think about that when you argue with them, Phoenix. Yeager, for a member for 36 months, says the answer is yes. All Marxists are, as the point being made is that machine can't generate wealth, only human labor can, which is Karl Marx, though. And then Peter for $20 says this is for Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, so it's 20 for AC, and we are caught up. Oh, all no, right. We're not. There's one just came in on YouTube's end just now. Seminator for Canadian 2 says they don't like the U.S. and Japan as well. And now we're caught up.
Okay. I want to get to this Counter-Strike story, but I want to get actual video of it.
Yeah, I have the video in there.
Okay.
You guys scroll down and then go to like about 30 seconds.
Okay. Will you guide that story, Blabs, real quick, while I get Gold Soul Ninja on the wall? Because when I'm trying to pull it up and it's not playing. I'll say Kudzu Warrior came into the and says, man, there sure is a lot of super chats rain down here in the slums. Guess a certain high society channel should take notes. Kudzu Warrior, thank you very much for your support and appreciate you guys slumming with us today while we just slum on a day-to-day basis. Did you know we're going to be back again tomorrow at 11 a.m. slumming it again? And we're here every day, Monday through Friday, just slumming it. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button wherever you guys are watching. Yes, I know, Lunduke. It's shocking. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate that. Phoenix, let's get an update for you before we go to the next story. Go ahead, Phoenix.
All right, here we go. It is $204.98 for the Assassin's Creed franchise and $89.99 for the God of War franchise. But more importantly, $586 for Xenoblade Chronicles.
All right. Well, looks like
Saga.
Yeah, it looks like God of War doesn't quite have the reins to get there. We'll see.
God of Boar, am I right?
You nailed it.
I tickled that funny bone.
Love that.
Hey.
Thank you.
He's on fire today, folks.
I sure am.
All right, Goldsel Ninja says, to quote the legendary series, no, please don't believe them. It's just out of context. Plus, lying is OP. My lord, he is scum of the underworld. Thank you very much, Goldsel Ninja, for your great support. And did you say Plague says everything Hasan Piker has claimed about others he's been guilty of? $10 for Assassin's Creed. Thank you for that. All right, excellent. Excellent. So thank you, Blabs. All right, this next story, before we get to today in gaming history, just a real quick hit here. There was a big Counter-Strike tournament happening in Germany. And just like in WWE or UFC, they have face-offs before the show. Well, this one got a little personal here, Blaz. Why don't you share exactly what happened here?
So I'm gonna mute this because of audio and stuff, but these are the players walking in. And we'll just let them walk in.
I love
hanging out
with the people walking.
Yeah, everybody loves this.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the walking scene is tight.
But bam! But bam! Yeah.
I didn't even see anything.
Pay attention
What
right
happened?
here. Pay attention right here. And
Okay.
pay attention to this person right there.
Okay.
But bam!
Oh.
Knock his glasses off.
Punched in the face.
Yeah, which is the reason why I brought this up in the first place was because we had that Pokemon Go story,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, it's wild that like that guy got banned, and then you look at this and like this guy got banned for like smacking the shit out of him. Yeah, like he loses his glasses with the force that he got slapped with. Like that's nuts.
He got a 10-year ban for that.
Yeah.
So his career is over.
Justified, to be fair. You just walk up to someone and beat him up. What the hell?
Can I be the bad guy here?
Okay.
I'm really excited to hear your side on this.
Let's go. Bad guy.
He's like,
Bad guy,
deserved,
great.
bro. Did you see those frames? Oh,
I did not say it was deserved. But I did say we're talking about this event, and otherwise we would not have been talking about this event. I'm just saying.
Are you saying that the Southern Poverty Law Center staged the whole thing?
No. Dun, dun, dun.
Are you saying that
The
like
sweater's
violence
unraveling, man.
brings you news?
What I am saying
awareness?
is that sometimes in the world of esports, it's very boring. Everybody's one-dimensional. And it's good to have a villain, right? And I'm not saying you punch somebody in the face, but maybe you just kind of get up in their face and let them know, you know?
You
like
hand them a photo of their family, like, they're all dead.
Right, or you light it on fire, you know, or something like that, you know? Like, you can totally play WWE bad guy, and it would only be a good thing if that happened. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying you punch the guy in the face.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's like Blabs on this show. Yeah.
Yeah, like I fear Blabs' retaliation every day. Right?
Doesn't,
that's what makes her. That's what makes her the bad guy of the show. We all understand that, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm the asshole here. I think that the occasional slap to the face when it comes to esports and competition is a good thing. You know, the occasional, maybe not knock him out.
It's like having the rivalries in basketball. That's the only thing that makes basketball at all palatable and worth watching is the random rivalries that occur between some players.
Right.
That's it.
What makes playoff hockey so good? Because as it goes along, it gets more chaotic and there's
Dick
fights.
to the face.
Mm-hmm. You get what'd you say? A dick to the face?
Yeah, that's what I said, Craig.
You said, stick to the face.
Stick to the
Same
face.
thing, really.
Yeah, same difference, right? Right, Lunduke? Am I right?
You guys are gay for each other, so you two would know.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
Snape is white, fucktards!
Boy, is he, am I right? Anyway,
I mean, he
everybody.
is, yeah.
April 23rd, we have this game that I'm guessing it's like Alicia Dragoon. I think that's how you pronounce it. Released back in 1992. We have some game called DuckTales 2, released back in 1993.
Nice.
And then Rumble Racing, released back in 2001. Ta-da!
Oh.
Okay.
Like, ooh, hot. Oh, she has a dick. Like,
it kind of crashed and burned there at the end.
Fuck
Yeah.
me.
You pulled on the pants. There's just a big old wanger just staring at your face.
Probably says that's the best.
Yeah, does it, Blabs?
Not me though.
Okay, well, it's interesting. You did mention DuckTales 2, which I do want to talk. You okay, Lunduke?
I'm fine.
Okay,
I'm fine.
Some noticeable games that you missed today here, Blabs. They're on April 23rd. You did mention DuckTales 2. Very expensive game. Did you know that? Yeah, I think. Phoenix, do you have that game? I'm sure you do.
No, that one I actually don't have. I would love to have it though. Yeah, but it's way too much money now. Most of the stuff I got, I got for dirt cheap back in the day. Yeah. So to get this, what is this like? Probably going $500 loose, I would imagine.
It's huge. Yeah.
The loose price for DuckTales 2, $300 right now.
Wow.
New price, $3,000.
Jeez.
Yeah. Wouldn't it have been great if you had enough forethought when you were a kid just to buy the entire, like all the games at Toys R Us and just keep them in the box for 30 years?
Yeah,
like, you'd be so rich.
Who among us was sitting around thinking, the game that's going to be worth a ton? The Japanese import version of DuckTales 2. Like, no one thought that was the game, like, of all games.
Well, let me tell you why.
Japanese Harry Potter video game. The PlayStation 2.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Is that right, Blabs?
Cool story, Blabs.
That's my one for the day.
No, that's your third.
That's great.
All right. Did bringing it back to Harry Potter right there.
That was
All right.
my one for the day.
Okay. Panic was released for the Sega. Seventh Saga was released for the Super Nintendo.
5th and 6th were a lot better.
Good call.
There actually was no 5th or 6th Saga.
You're breaking the illusion.
All right, sounds good. Mega Man 03 released for the Game Boy Advance. Red Star for the PlayStation 2.
Such a good game, Red Star. Anyone out
Blue
there?
Star better.
You got to play. The Red Star is like a great hidden gem. Really, really great. You would love this game, Craig.
I have zero doubt
that
I
would
would love this game. Yes. By the way, late in the PlayStation 2 life cycle, 2007, the PlayStation 3 was out at this time. So Serious Sam for the Macintosh 15 years ago. Survivor for the Mac 15 and PC 14 years ago. Let's see. Star Trek the video game released 13 years ago, which seems like there's been multiple Star Trek video games, but this is the video game here.
Mm-hmm. Ultimate.
Yes. We got Blaze Blue
Look at that.
over here.
Yeah.
Bravely Second for the 3DS.
Any of these things. What are these games?
Chivalry 2.
I preferred Chivalry 1. The first one was a lot better.
Is this just like an AI generated list of fake games? Like, I don't think any of these are real games.
Oh, Apocalypse with Femboy.
I know about that one.
Why don't you search for this one, Blab? See what you got here.
Apocalypse
Go ahead.
with Femboy. Watch it be like on Nintendo Store or some shit. Here we are on Steam.
Don't put it on screen.
It's by Oh no! Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, there was, as soon as I scrolled down, there was like a whole video of lots of action. Anyway, I'm closing that tab. Goodbye. Yeah.
Okay.
You're really lucky you didn't see what I saw, Lunduke. You'd probably pass out.
I'm having a hard time with it just vicariously right now.
Yeah. That was a lot. That was, wow. Anyway, my eyes.
I don't know if this is real, but this may be the longest video game title I've ever seen. Game The Strongest Job is apparently not a hero or a sage, but an appraiser provisional dungeon and mystery girl.
I like how there's a parentheses in there too, provisional.
Man, that thing really just grabs you. I have to play that now.
I'm just gonna be honest. Like, if
I'm buying that game.
If you
I just like that it's not an appraiser. I'm just finally happy there's a game without an appraiser in it. You know what I mean?
I appreciate the context of adding the provisional in there, just in case you were confused.
It's out. It's on Steam.
Oh, thank heavens for that.
Well, you can pick that up today, which
It's
is
PG. It looks. Everything's clean. I don't see any butt fuckery in this one, so that's nice.
Oh, that's good. Well, that is today in video game history.
Great.
Thank you, Blabs. You didn't see any what, Blabs?
Butt fuckery.
Okay.
Good old fashioned butt fuckery. Right?
Goodbye, Lunduke.
Slowly leaving the show, little by little.
He went to go see Phoenix's donkey.
There he is, hanging out.
That's how bad it sounded afterwards.
I appreciate the donkey making a comeback before the end of the
He's
show.
got one ear up because he's nervous.
That's good. Thank you very much for that. Oh my gosh.
Give it up for Siver, who came in with the Bitcoin support via Rumble Wallet. Thank you very much. About $5. Appreciate that, guys. That's outstanding. Siver, that's a 5x multiplier. Let us know if you where would you like that to
How
go.
about it was Cyver?
I always said Lieutenant Siver. But Michael came in with 2, says, let's go Oilers, $2 for Xenosaga. And Ghastly Hal says, Budinari is hot if you're a cringe furry like me. Well, thank you, Ghastly Hal. Thank you, Ghastly Hal. Good luck with all that. All right. We have a final tally when it comes to today's showdown, and which will advance Assassin's Creed or God of War. Phoenix, what's the final tally?
Here we go. The final tally is $214.98 for the Assassin's Creed franchise versus God of War franchise at $89.99. But before I announce the winner, which is clearly Assassin's Creed, Xenosaga $588, but since or points, but since we don't count that, we appreciate each and every one of you for that. The true winner is in fact Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm. Assassin's Creed takes the win today, accepting on behalf of Assassin's Creed. Moving on in our greatest franchise ever tournament is Lunduke.
Thank you.
Excellent job, Lunduke. Appreciate that. Quite possibly the greatest acceptance speech ever.
Shortest acceptance speech ever.
Excellent.
Thank you.
All right, Phoenix, let's get an update on our bracket. Will you let me know when we can do an update on the bracket tomorrow?
Second.
Absolutely.
Well, real fast, Tinley for $2 says for Assassin's Creed series. Unfortunately, came in afterwards. Black Flag remakes looks promising. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of Black Flag news that we will hit with Vara and Lady Decade tomorrow.
Yes,
we should be good to go.
Excellent. Phoenix, let's get a quick update on where we're at right now with this.
Okay, so if you now look over to the right here, we got so GTA versus Halo. We had Halo, and then Assassin's Creed versus God of War, which is right now Assassin's Creed 1. So I believe tomorrow we're going back over to here, correct?
Yep,
right in that
that's
area.
correct. You know, I think I'm going to do something that we haven't done before. I'm just going to tell everybody tomorrow's matchup. What do you think about that?
I may be able to reveal it. Yeah, I can do it. Just say it. I can do it.
Go ahead. Tomorrow's matchup will be Pokemon versus Final Fantasy in the battle of greatest video game franchise ever. Blabs, initial thoughts on Pokemon versus Final Fantasy?
I have not played either one of them.
Thank you. Lunduke?
What? You haven't played any Pokemon or Final Fantasy game? Like any?
Mm-mm.
What? Actually, this is a decent matchup. Unlike today's matchup, that could actually be kind of a close one, I think.
Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Phoenix, any thoughts on that matchup tomorrow?
Okay, I do think that's a really good matchup. I do think in the end, and I think a lot of it's going to break brains, but I think ultimately Pokemon is going to win and then surge in the end. I think Pokemon's going to win handedly.
Okay, I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
We'll see. But with the Rumble wallet, there
good
could be
analysis.
some Final Fantasy people that use that Rumble wallet efficiently and then do an upset.
Well, Anthony came in and said with $5 says rigged just like IRL elections. Xenosaga won. They weren't on the ballot, and there's no write-ins here. So just want to point that out. So we'll figure it out for all our Xenosaga fans. Yes, Lunduke.
I was just going to say, for all of you Linux nerds out there, another election just ended this week. As of yesterday, the Debian Linux project has a brand new project leader. I cannot pronounce her name. She's from India, and I can't pronounce her name, but she thinks that there should be fewer cis white male in the Linux world, and she was running against none of the above. So, but she did win, but 50 people voted for none of the above, but didn't matter because there was no actual human being named none of the above, so she won. So there you go. There's elections in the Linux world for you. That's your update.
Thank you for that. I was waiting with bated breath about that, and I'm glad to finally get
Suspense
that
was
from
terrible.
Yeah. Thank you, Lunduke. All right.
You're welcome.
Guys, would you do us a favor? Would you please hit the thumbs up button as we get ready to roll out? I encourage everybody, like right now, to open up a new browser and go to the greatest website of all time, Lunduke.com. If you haven't yet, I don't even want to spoil it for you. I just think you should experience it for yourself because it's so majestic. Good. Yes.
It is rapidly expanding. In the last 2 months, I added, and hold on to your britches for this one, 3 HTML tags. There are 3 brand new hrefs sitting there at Lunduke.com. It is the largest single month expansion in Lunduke.com history.
Honestly, it is like taking a time machine to the future every time I visit that site.
Oh my word.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Truly spectacular. But let's just make sure your browser can handle it. Okay?
Yeah. No, we fully support everything from NCSA Mosaic 1.0 forward.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Ryan, thank you so much for the 5.
That's not a lie. That's true.
He says it's always great to see Lunduke on here. Great show today. Well, thank you. If you guys did enjoy the show, hit the thumbs up button. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time when we are joined by...
we have Vara Dark and Lady Decade.
I got to ask Lady Decade about the wigs. I got to ask her
you
about
want
that.
some?
Guaranteeing both of those ladies, that is their natural hair color in both cases. Absolutely, for sure.
Pretty positive like that.
Yeah,
just like
positive. They just, it looks like nature, you know? That's just natural colors.
In there for? I've never dyed my hair in my life.
That's what I was implying. I don't think these ladies have ever dyed their hair. I think it's totally natural.
Clearly, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Time. Should be a great time, as always. We're going to do some serious hardcore video game journalism tomorrow. It's going to be great. Looking forward to seeing you guys then. Once again, if you like, I don't know, just go check out our channel. We got other. If you ever miss a show, you can find all of our videos, or at least clips of the show, on the main channel. Appreciate you guys being here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. But until then, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal? Go get it. Have a great rest of your day. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Oh.